Good
where we have
morning.
live discussions about everything that affects us in life every day. We try to do it all every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you for joining us. And we're a little late, but uh, we made it. And so we appreciate you joining us. My name is Dr. Tonie Anderson-Steele, and I'm your host for today's show. Beside me, we have mother and daughter. We have Tammy Warren at the top and Akilah at the bottom. She's a little shy today, and it's okay. So she's just gonna show us a photo of her. But we have to learn to grow out of things. And so hopefully next time she's on the show, she'll be able to show herself and be comfortable with that because I'm always saying the skin is 99% of our body. It encompasses our body, 99%. And we want to be comfortable in our skin, each and every one of us. So she's comfortable today showing that beautiful picture. So apparently she's in some sun there, but we're going to move forward with that. So I'm going to start with Miss Warren, Tammy, to me, because we're friends.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself in a minute? Akilah, you're going to be next now.
Well, my name is Tammy Warren. I'm a single parent of 5 kids, 4 boys and 1 girl, which is Akilah.
Impressive.
And I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 grandkids.
Wonderful.
Yes. So I'm grateful for them.
Yes.
Um, all of them had opportunity to go to college, and 3 or 4, everyone went to college. And my youngest one just finished his college degree and get ready to go off into the military
Sweet.
next week for boot camp. And I've been a Head Start teacher, supervisor for over 20 years, and I work with the school board and with children around in the community.
Mhm. And
So,
that's where your love of children come from. You have
oh
your
yeah,
own to love, and then you have everybody else's to love, right?
yes, I love kids.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. We all need to be in the same lane, loving kids and loving each other. Let me tell you.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
yes, Akilah, tell me about yourself in 1 minute, half a minute. Then, okay, 1 minute.
Hello, my name is Akilah Lewis. I am Tammy Warren's oldest and only daughter. Um, as far as my degrees, I do have a master's degree in counseling and psychology. I have a degree in a master's in business administration. And recently, I just started back working in the school system. They dealing with those student loans. They called me up. They said you got 30 more months to complete so you can get these student loans waived. So I was like, I got to get back out there. But
Right.
I enjoy working with children. I'm happy to be back out in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I help my mom out with her different events that she has going on.
Mm-hmm.
I like helping individuals, and as long as I can see someone have a smile on their face and make a change in their life, I feel like I've made a difference.
Wonderful. I feel the same way. So I want to thank you for being on the show today, both of you. And so we're going to move on. I see that you have a nonprofit, Tammy Warner. It's called Sisters and Brothers Revelation. In
Mhm.
addition to your nonprofit that you're going to talk about today, you
Mhm.
also do face paintings all over the
Yes,
city of Pensacola. You
yes.
may have done them outside of the city. I just don't know that. I've always seen you in the city of Pensacola. So tell us how you come to start your nonprofit and what your nonprofit is about, and then tell us about your face painting and your kids' corner.
Yes. My business is Sisters and Brothers CC Revelation, and that was given to me one day. I was just driving down the road, and my mom passed in '99, and I just heard it. And so my sisters and my brothers, we are very creative in our own different ways. Not only that, but sisters and brothers are not blood related. That's what it's all about.
Right.
And what my business with that, I wanted to be a platform to help with creative ideas for myself as well as for other people to learn about. their business and their ideas. We coming together. So if I don't have to remake it, I help you in whatever you're doing. And
Right,
and so that's what I started it all about.
right, right.
That's my mission for that. And I like to do events, and also I'm an artist, and I design different things with sewing, uh, a lot of things.
Yeah,
So,
well,
and I
that's good. That's
and
really good.
gardening. I do gardening with the children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, so that's one of my biggest things: learning how to survive in case something happened.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to bring that back together into our children's lives, because in and our lives, because a lot of
Yes.
these things have been forgotten from where our ancestors, which our parents and things
Mm-hmm.
have, some have taught us how to live
Mm-hmm.
just in case.
Yes.
And so that's where it ties back into face painting.
Yes. Well, we're in a just in case because we never know what's going to happen from day to day. Uh, we need to learn to be self-sufficient, and the
Absolutely.
younger you can start a person being self-sufficient, and they can keep getting wisdom and wisdom about how to grow and how to plant and harvest and preserve, because my mother did all of that when we were coming up, and when I was in her house, I'm like, I'm not ever going to do this because it's
Yeah.
hard work, right? But
Yes, it
hard
is.
work hasn't killed me. I love to work.
Yeah.
It was just from a kid's perspective back then. I'm like, oh, that's too much work picking peas and shelling them, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
she blanched them, and then she preserved them, for us
That's
to
right.
have something to eat, and times were not as hard
Right.
back then as they are now. My parents probably thought that because they grew up in the younger years when everybody was kind of giving and sharing and caring about each other,
Right.
in their communities and their little, I call them village because they grew up in the country and
That's
everybody
right.
knew each other going up and down the highway or the road, right? And they
Yeah.
shared and cared about one another immensely, no problems there. And
Right.
so we need to, grow our village, make our village larger. And so self-sufficiency should be on the top of all of our lists, because we never know what's going to happen. Our grocery store shelves have been empty before,
Absolutely.
from items that we always purchased and we were no longer purchasing them, able to purchase
Right.
them. And then I honestly, I have shopped at the grocery store in the produce section, and I'm like, where's everything? There was
That's
none.
right. That's
Just
right.
recently, just recently. And
That's
so anyway, then on top of that, and I appreciate you doing that. And so there are ways, as more than just with the way we've collaborated before, that we can collaborate to get these kids and adults too who want to
that's
join,
right. That's right.
but at least give our kids an opportunity to know more,
That's right.
to know more, to learn, to grow, and
Hmm.
to love themselves first and
Right.
love others. And so
Right.
we need to work on that because we're not written in the scripts that are coming out now. And so
Hmm.
we're going to have to make our own scripts. We're going to have to take care of our own, and we can do that. I know we can.
That's
And so,
right.
how do you, Tammy, connect with other nonprofits? I mean, what do you do to bring them together
Well,
to get the work done, to allow them to share what they're doing, and you to help them with what they're doing?
I have over the years have always helped different um, ones in events that they have put together. They'll ask me with my decoration, or I support them in decorating
Hmm.
things that they have,
Hmm.
as well as I volunteer with Milk and Honey. I
Hmm.
go there as well, help with the kids there that's
Hmm.
in the community,
Yes.
as as well as I work with the youth department at
Hmm.
my church and
Wonderful.
many other churches. Whereas kids, that's where you'll find me.
Absolutely great.
So,
Thank you, Miss Tammy.
y'all, if you need
We
somebody with
appreciate you
kids,
so
oh
much.
yeah,
Yes.
and
I love everybody,
yeah,
but I do have a soft spot in my heart for kids, all
yes,
ages, and
yes.
senior citizens.
Oh, me too.
Those are
Yes,
the ones that I cater
mhm.
to
Me too.
immensely,
Yeah,
without hesitation.
that's
And
right.
sometimes I feel bad because I'm
Mhm.
not able to do more for my
That's
senior
right.
citizens. But they, in my world, No
Yes,
senior citizen should be left behind.
I agree.
Not one. There should not be one person who don't know where their next meal is coming from, or
Mhm.
us, as much food as we cook and prepare here at our own homes and throw out, we could be sharing that food, those meals with senior citizens so they don't
That's
have to
right.
worry about where their next meal is coming from because they're
That's
too
right.
old to prepare a meal,
Absolutely.
and so
Absolutely.
we need to formulate that in this community. I know there's Meals on Wheels, but they just deliver,
Hmm.
and some people, senior citizens, can't even go to the door to answer the door to
That's
collect their
correct.
Meals on Wheels. So we need to be searching really deep down in our hearts and find out where those senior citizens are who
Hmm.
need our help, and
That's
we
right.
know where to find the children at.
That's
Uh,
right.
but the senior citizens, that's a whole different ball game. So we do have to search for them. And so
Yeah.
right now, I want to make that known. And so
That's
anybody
right.
watching right now or watching later, you know how to find me at
Mhm.
on the social media platform. That's Tonie
Absolutely.
Anderson-Steele, T.E.A, Change Tomorrow Today 365, all social media platforms. And let me know about senior citizens that you know of that need
Mhm.
some assistance. And let's get this going. And so
Yeah.
we can, again, we can connect with Tammy and what she does, and anyone else, because this is just trying to grow our village, because
That's
we
right.
need to write our own script
That's
for
right.
how we proceed from 2023 on, because we're
Hmm.
not in the scripts anymore. Got to write our own. And
That's
so,
right.
Akilah, do you want to say anything about anything that we've been talking about? But wait, before I go there, Tammy, I took over again, but I did ask you, how do you connect with the nonprofit so that do you make an announcement? Do you just reach out to the ones that you know about, or how do you can make that connection for us to get the ball rolling to assist and help one another with your creativity or whatever tasks you can take on and know that you can do well.
Well, one of the ways is now is what I'm doing now, talking with you and
Mm-hmm.
going out there, meeting with other people, letting them know what my desires are.
Yes.
And right now it's by word of mouth. We're putting together a website to show people what I do,
Mm-hmm.
and how I work with the community
Right.
as well. So right now it's word of mouth and people who have known me over the years, and we advertise that in that way now. And
Mm-hmm.
thank you also for giving me this opportunity
You're
to
welcome.
be on this type of platform to
You're
let people know
welcome.
that.
You're welcome anytime. And anytime you need to get something out to the community, don't hesitate to call us. Okay.
Okay, I
Um,
will.
yes. And I thank you for doing that. And so I look forward to being able to promote your website address so that people
Okay,
can hook up and see what you're doing and connect with you if they
okay.
feel that they want to. So,
Yes.
Akilah, what would you like to say and add to this flavor that we have going on this morning?
Well, yes. As far as her website, I'm going to be helping her, place some, even if we just start with like a Facebook group or Facebook page, different events that she's going to be having. Take pictures and then post those on there. So that will be another form of advertisement. Word of mouth is one of the best advertisements
Really
that
is.
she's been having. Some of the different events that she does have, just getting the word out, and then someone else telling someone else, and someone else telling someone else. That's one of the best ways of getting the word out.
That's correct.
As far as what I can say, I know she's already volunteered to help at the school that I'm working at now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a garden that desperately needs help. So we're gonna make an activity where she'll come out and volunteer and help. With the kids, they'll come out with her as well as some of the other staff,
Mm-hmm.
and just get the garden back into shape. Her
Okay.
volunteering her hours, showing the kids what's needed to have a prosperous garden is what's very needed. Even some of the art, she does art and sewing. She doesn't know it yet, but I've already put her name out there to volunteer to help
Well,
with
she
that as
knows it
well.
now.
Oh yeah, you always have.
And I'm
So
sure she won't object because that's the kind of spirit she has, and so that's
yes,
good, you know.
the school that I'm at, they just said let them know the budget, and then they're gonna get it for us, and welcome her with open arms to come out and
That's
help.
wonderful.
So she's
Absolutely wonderful. So
yes,
making history, your name is your legacy.
Yes.
And whatever, if whenever we leave this realm, your
Mm-hmm.
name still lives on.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a good name that people remember or a bad name, and we should all be striving to leave behind a good legacy.
That's right.
Legacy where people can say, "Oh, Tammy Worm, she was so great. She was this and that." The same thing for me. I don't want anybody to say something negative about me when I'm doing the absolutely best. Now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. No one is
Right.
perfect.
That's
What
right.
I'm saying is that I put my feet forward all
Mm-hmm.
the time, one foot after the other. We're
That's
moving
right.
forward, trying to make a difference,
That's right.
and hindrances do come up,
Mm-hmm.
but we know how to pray our way through that, you know.
Absolutely.
And so we keep doing and doing and doing and doing, and I'm available always. I tell you, every Saturday, from Saturday to Saturday, that I am available. So
Mm-hmm.
just don't think that this is a promotion for me when you listen to Tea Time. It's a promotion for our community, so we can
Yes.
bond together
Right.
and get things done. We
Absolutely.
absolutely need to do that. And
Right.
so we have so many intelligent, fine people with so many resources, but we're not connected. So this is an opportunity for us to connect. As these shows are presented every Saturday, we're connecting the dots. And
That's
so
right.
you have access, like Tammy, you see her information at the bottom and her daughter's name, and you can Google the name, you can Facebook the name, and you can make there's the address for the nonprofit on the
Yeah,
screen.
that's right.
So jot it down, and you really don't have to jot it down because this show is shown throughout the week. I mean, on other different platforms, you can watch it whenever you want to. Uh, so I want you to know, Tammy, do you have any last words?
Well, I want to thank you again,
You're
and I want
welcome.
the community as well to know that I'm available to help support and with the children as well as with the adults. And I do understand. I also work with kids with has disabilities, and the things that I do with my artwork with face painting, I make it simple, creative, and let kids know it do not have to be perfect. It's what you think in your mind. You
Yes,
love it and you be
yes,
okay with it.
yes, yes.
Creating a positive climate for all of the children
Right.
wherever I go. On the
That's right.
outside, in the garden, doing face painting.
Yes.
We talk about something that will help motivate them and encourage them.
Right.
So that's what I do in the kids' corner.
And I want to
Wherever
thank
you
you for
find
doing it.
Tammy, it's called the kids' corner.
Yes, it is.
So that's where I be with children things as well as the adults, because we
Mhm.
all are children in heart.
Yes, we are.
So if we keep that going for us,
Hmm.
we'll stay motivated and
Yes,
live.
that's correct. Yes. And we all want to live,
Yes,
but let's live and help each other and love
that's
on one another. We want to love on one another. So, Akilah, do you have any last words that you would like to say before we end the program?
Um, well, the main thing is I know with some people who need help, you never know how close that person is at at that breaking point. So just having that extra little boost of self esteem, as far as even a painting of themselves, or just getting the word out, is always beneficial. I'm just here, my mom, if she ever needs anything as far as the different events, and even filling in for her with face painting. I've learned a lot just from attending the events that you have at Pensacola State. So I thank you for that platform as well.
You're quite
Um,
welcome.
so if you ever need me, just reach out to me. I have, a few connections myself. So I'm just willing to help. I
I
appreciate
appreciate
it.
it. Thank you so much. And that's what we should all be willing to do, is to help one another so we can merge together and get this right. So I am done, and I want to thank you, beautiful ladies, for being here. Next time, Akilah, I need to see your beautiful face, okay?
and thank you too, my
Yes,
daughter.
ma'am.
I
You're
love
welcome.
you much.
So, Sabrina, Sherry, thank you for joining us, and I'm glad to share at any time. So let me give you a little tidbit of an information as I close out the show today. Uh, and we want to again thank you for joining us, and be sure to visit my website at www.drtea.com. for information, for anything. I keep telling y'all over and over again, I'm available all the time. That's the way I really roll. And so don't
Okay.
wait from Saturday to Saturday. Contact me for anything. Just you want to share some information, want to make comments, want to be on the show. That's great. Whatever you'd like to do, I am willing. So I'm closing out with this little informational note today. And I want all of y'all to have a happy Sabbath and enjoy one another. Enjoy your family. If you haven't forgiven anyone that you know you need to forgive, you need to practice that. And if you can't do it verbally, why don't you write a note?
That's right.
Because unforgiveness will make you sick. I mean, literally, physically sick. So practice forgiving. Don't walk around hating. I know we have a wicked world, but you want to forgive them. Because you don't want the unforgiveness in your heart. Because if you can't forgive, you cannot be forgiven. So this is just a little tidbit. Today at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be having an on-the-air conversation with Pastor Kevin Strawder over on the GMAT TV network based in Illinois. We'll be talking about my new book, and it's not really new, it's just being advertised as new, but that book was published in 2020 or 2021, Unknowingly Blessed, which is available on Amazon. Uh, Also, you can listen and or view my conversation on the show via www.gmap1 .com. So take a listen on that, and we'd love to have you in. And I only know how to do Tony, so what you see is what you get. I can't do Tammy. I can't do Akilah. I can't do no one else. So what you see is what you get. And I'm
Yeah.
faithful to the cause. And so I want to send out some love to you. Grab a hold to it and be the best person that you can absolutely be, because life is worth living. It's worth living. And so as we tune off, thank my guests again. Thank you for
Thank
joining me.
you.
We move forward today, doing great things, thinking great things, loving on one another. That's the way of the world. Any
That's right.
frustration, confusion, misunderstandings you may have, I need for you to remove that from your
Right.
spirit by installing some love in it, because love conquers all.
Absolutely.
So bye until next episode.
Bye. Till next time.
See you. Bye
See
bye.
you.
Bye. Have a good one.